Daniel Blackman and his beautiful wife, Janelle.
Now, I drove from Forsyth County, too. We drove in an hour. Y'all got to do better than that. We got to be excited about where we're going. Now, I bought my wife up for two reasons. One, she makes me look better. That's obvious. But number two, because we've been married 15 years this year, and I say that because this tax march is about trust, and you don't get the 15 years, at least I don't think you do, without trust. And I'm very serious about that because for all of us that are here today, this march has to be more than just a moment. While we're organizing all over the United States, and the tax marches are going on all over the country, and tens of thousands of people are showing up in cities just like this to represent people like the 1.8 million in Georgia that are living at or below the poverty line that are paying their taxes every day. We're showing up for people like that. But here's the thing, while we're showing up for those kinds of people, our president is in Mar-a-Lago. I hope I said it right. But listen. My time is limited, so I need you to hear what I got to say. While he's in Mar-a-Lago for his 7th trip, by the way, 24 of the 85 days of his presidency has been spent at Mar-a-Lago. $22 million is what taxpayers like you and I are paying just for that. And just to put that in perspective, President Obama in 8 years spent about, he didn't spend, we paid for about $97 million of travel, personal and presidential. And this current president, in less than 100 days, has spent a quarter of that of our money. And if that doesn't upset you, then I don't know what to tell you. But let me share why we're here today. Because a former president from a long time before any of us were around, named James Garfield, who was a Republican, said that it is the responsibility of the people for the character of their Congress. And if that Congress, if that government be reckless, if it be corrupt, then it's on the responsibility of the people. Yes. But if that government, our responsibility is to make sure that recklessness and injustice is not tolerated by anyone from the White House all the way down to the State House. Our responsibility is to make sure we address that. Now, let me speak to all of you that are here today, and even to those who may be listening or watching at some point that may have supported Mr. Trump. I want to talk to all of us because this is our country. And the people that you see next to you is what makes America great. The folks that showed up today, the people that are standing next to you, the people you don't know, that's what makes our country great. Our ability to come together when we might not agree, but to stand up when other people won't say anything. And being here today is about trust and transparency. I heard a lot of people before me talk about the birther situation. Well, when Donald Trump was first asked about his taxes, he said if Barack Obama released his birth certificate, he'd release his taxes. Well, the birth certificate was released, was submitted, and it didn't have to be because President Obama didn't have to prove to anybody that he was from this country. But he released it, and Donald Trump still didn't do his part and pivoted to saying, well, if Hillary Clinton releases her emails, then I'll release my taxes. Well, last time I checked, tens of thousands of emails were released by Hillary and by the FBI and who God knows who else. And the Russians leaked it. Thank you, brother. And we still didn't see it. Then he pivoted to saying, well, I'm under an audit. How many excuses are we going to take? And I don't know about you, but today it stops with us. Because people all over this country, we're not looking for a perfect politician. That doesn't exist. We're looking for politicians and public servants that have integrity. We're looking for people, Democrat, Republican, progressive, Tea Party. We're looking for integrity. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for people that are willing to be responsible. And responsibility is simply when you make a mistake, fixing your mistake, being man or woman enough to take on what the people are saying and have enough integrity and enough heart to stand for what our democracy was built on, which is trust. Now, I want to close with two things. Number one, what are we going to do? There are 159 counties in the state of Georgia. My friend Tim Dennison did an amazing job organizing groups like Athens for Everyone, and all of us here are doing a great part. But let's be honest, all of us are not going to run for office. But in each county we represent, from the school board to the state house, we need to have a progressive Democrat running for office. In every county, in every city. And I'm not just talking about running for governor or running for mayor. I'm talking about the positions that make our community strong. Whether it's county commissioner, hell, if there's dog catcher, run for it. But we need to do a better job in organizing our people on the ground and making sure our communities, our schools, our families, and our children are protected. There's a quote that says, if you want to run fast, run alone, but if you want to run far, run with others. And I want you to look around at all the people that are going to support you when good folks go out and register and become candidates. So if you're here, I want you to know we're hoping that you'll run. And I want to close on this because I know Vincent is about to come up, and I know you guys are ready to hear from him as well. But I want to send out a challenge to each of you to make sure that this is not a moment that lasts and ends at 100 days. This has to go far beyond this candidacy from last year, his presidency, and even after he's out of office. What I don't want is organized chaos. We don't need that. I forgot who said it earlier. It may have been Tim. Said we need to build. How and what does this movement look like? Because look, a lot of people are angry. A lot of people are upset. A lot of people got up after November 8th and they didn't know what to do, but they joined an organization. They got involved in their community. And my challenge to you is to encourage the next person. When I was in college, they said, look to your left, look to your right, look in front of you, look behind you. One of you won't be here. But my challenge today is to look to your left, your right, front and back. And I want you to guarantee to the person you see that you're going to be here, not just in 2 years, not just in 4 years, but until our democracy becomes what it was truly intended to be. Thank you guys so much. God bless you. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Thank you.